Oh no! That might have been a mistake.
Hello, so today I am going to be doing a self-tanning review. I had previously made a self-tanning review about Body's dark self-tanning mousse, and you can go ahead and check it out on my page if you want to. That one actually took off more than I thought it would. Because of that, I'm going to make another one. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bondi Sands dark self-tanning mousse. So essentially the same product, but a different company, which I'm really excited to do because I've heard a lot of things about this company and it's pretty big brand. A little bit about me. I worked in a tanning salon for a long time, and so I've been exposed to different tanning beds, self tanners, spray tanners, airbrush tans, all of it. First things first, I bought this directly off of the Bondi Sands site. I do not buy my tanning products off of Amazon because you don't know what the warehouse conditions that they're being stored in are, so it could definitely damage the product. And on top of that, sometimes there are resellers that will mix things into products. I'm not saying this has happened frequently, but there are people out there that do that. And so just to avoid any potential false products, I always go with the seller site. So this little bottle here is a little over 3 ounces, and I got this for, I want to say $16, which is not so bad. I think this will probably last me maybe 2-3 tans. So I'm gonna try this today and let you know how it goes. Alright, so this is what I look like before I put on any self-tan. As you can see, I am fairly pale right now. Okay, so moment of truth with this fun little dark tanning foam. Okay, I'm using the mitt that I have from Body. This is not from Bondi Sands, but it's what I have, so I'm gonna try this with it. I have not put any of it on. I'm gonna use this foam for the first time right now, and then I'm gonna go and I'm going to apply this to the areas that I will not be showing on camera. All right, let's see what this looks like here. Ooh, this is very green. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that to me is like, I don't know if the camera will show it, but that's a pretty green color. It's like a brown green tone. Oh, but it smells so good. It smells like coconut. Okay, I'm gonna go put this on now, and I will show you guys what this looks like. Alright guys, so I just did my whole body, with the exception being my arms. I have not done that yet because I was going to show you guys what it looks like going directly onto my arm. That's the only part I haven't done. But guys, let me tell you, I thought I really liked the smell of coconut that this had, but this is like overwhelming. It smells like the Malibu coconut rum. It's a little much. I don't know how I feel about leaving this on my body for 8 hours if it continues to smell this strong, but I guess we're just gonna see, and we'll see if it continues to smell really bold. Okay, so putting this on my arms, I did my shoulders. I don't know if you can tell, you can kind of see that spot is where I stopped. So I'm just taking this in a circle motion, and I'm not putting that on my elbow yet, because since your elbows, they are a little bit drier, kind of like your knees, than the rest of your body. I'm gonna avoid just smearing on a lot of product there, and I'm gonna just blot that spot like this, so we're not rubbing it in too much. So one thing that I have noticed about this is like you can kind of tell where I'm putting it because of the coloring, but like it almost looks uneven going on, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. But I do like the color that it's going on in. Now, other arm. I don't know if you can see anything here, but where it left off, like right around there. Okay. actually really dark, and I am a fan of it so far. Put a little bit more. This is actually pretty dark colored. I kind of like it. And I'm bending my elbow for this so it gets into the small, like little creases there. And blotting. Alright, and so you'll hear people say things like, oh, like, fade it into the inside of your arm because the outside's darker than the inside, so you want to fade the product. No, that's BS. And here's why. Because the product develops based off of your skin tone naturally. And so naturally the outside of your arm is going to be darker, so it's going to develop to be a darker color. The inside of your arm is lighter, so it's going to develop to be lighter than the developed outside. So ignore the people that are like, oh, blend it in, make it light on the inside. No, just don't go crazy on extra layers or anything on the inside of your arm. Other than that, you should be completely fine to just apply a normal layer across your entire arm, with the exception of your elbow and also your hands. So let's do the hand. All right, tiny dot, like that big, and I'm taking this right here, like that. And I'm gonna rub that into my wrist area and the top of my hand. And let me tell you, we are lightly patting it onto my fingers. I am bending my knuckles while I do this, so that way it's getting in the creases there too, and it's not like white lines where my knuckle is. Get in between your fingers so you don't look like the crazy person with white finger gaps. And so I actually don't think there's anything on here about putting this on your face. Okay, yeah. So it does say something about putting it on your face. It says you can use the remaining residue on tanning mitt for face, elbows, and knees. I'm gonna try it on my face. I've said this before, I'm not a huge fan of putting this stuff on your face unless it's made for it, but I'm gonna do it because I'm curious on how it's gonna look. So yeah, I'm gonna put a tiny dot on here. This was a little bit more than I wanted, but it's okay. We're gonna try this. Okay, so. Oh no. That might have been a mistake. No, we're good. Forgot to take out my nose ring. Shoot. Guys, get your ears. Get behind your ears, get your whole neckline, because otherwise you're gonna look like you got some weird spots on you. These tiny dots are not that tiny, honestly. I'm trying. I am super concerned that this is not gonna turn out even on my skin, on my face. Let's see what happened. Oh my gosh, that probably was a mistake. So I may take this off very early off of my face. Make sure you get your hairline. All right, so you guys cannot see this. I can though. I actually look kind of green, so I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. I know that this is gonna fade and it's actually gonna turn out what I'm assuming to be a more natural bronze look, but as of right now, my face is green and so are my arms and my neck, so we're gonna see what happens here. This will be okay. I think it's gonna work out. The smell, I'm not sure if I'm just getting used to it or if it's actually gone, but not as bad right now, so that's a plus. And I'm gonna leave this on. The bottle says for 6 hours, So I think I'm just gonna do it for 6 hours. Normally I like to leave self-tan on for 8 hours because I feel like that's just the best amount of time to get it to fully develop. But honestly, I did this a little bit later in the evening than I would have liked. And also, this smell is really strong. Plus, the bottle says 6 hours. So I'm probably gonna do 6 hours. All right, so this is the day after I've applied the Bondi Sands Dark Self-Tanning Foam. As you can see, I look a tiny bit darker than I did yesterday, which I should because I put it on, duh. So let me just tell you guys a little bit about how things went last night when I washed this off. So when I went to wash this off, I just rinsed it off with water and I didn't use body wash, and when I got out of the shower, I just patted it dry with a towel instead of really rubbing it because you don't want to like help get the tan off by rubbing with a towel. So once I got out of the shower, I noticed that basically from like my bra line up and all over my arms was completely pale. And I had let it sit for about 6 to 7 hours before rinsing it. So it should have been fully developed according to the bottle, but it looked like there was like nothing on my chest or my arms. So I went ahead and applied another layer after I had gotten out of the shower, and then I went to bed. And when I woke up today, that's when I rinsed the second layer off. So it looks more even now. Before, it didn't look like I did anything to my arms. And now it looks like the rest of my body, kind of. So from this picture, it kind of looks like you can see my shoulders, but not really my face. So I don't know if you can tell at all that I got any color from it. I'm going to try to get some pictures that will show more of a difference. And here is the before and after picture. Also, I talked about the smell, that really, really strong coconut smell. So I actually ended up not minding it because it faded after a little while, the scent did. And I think that they included that scent to cover up the smell of DHA because when I smelled my arm, it smelled more like coconut versus DHA, which I kind of appreciate because I don't really like that self-tan scent. Last thing I want to talk about is the green color that the tanning foam was when it came out of the bottle and also when it went onto my skin. So to give you guys just a little bit of an understanding of what the different hues in self-tan are, basically you're going to have products that are more of a red-orange base and products that are more of a purple-green base. So the products that are more purplish green, those ones are going to be better for people with a more olive tone complexion. So if you're already slightly naturally tan, those are going to be better products for you versus the red-orange base, which is going to be better for someone that is naturally more pale. With this product being green, I wasn't really surprised by it because on their site it does have a section that says who it's good for, which I really appreciate. I like that a lot, that Bondi Sands took the time to put down who the product's good for, like what skin tones and complexions. So I knew that it was going to be for a more olive toned skin. I was kind of assuming it was going to be along the lines of green because of that little marker that they put there. Now, as for applying the product and how that all went, so it didn't go on as evenly as I had hoped. However, all in all, it still ended up even after I rinsed off. So I'm really happy about that, and that there's not discoloration anywhere. And there really isn't any spots where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a different shade than the rest of my body. So that I'm really happy about. Side note, the spray tan did not stain my white sheets over here. So I'm very happy about that. All in all, I really liked this product, and I thought it was a good product. I'm curious to see how long this one lasts on me. I feel like it might last maybe, I'm going to say 5 to 7 days, but it'll probably be much, much lighter by like the 7th day, maybe even by the 5th day. Not sure. We'll see. So guess who forgot to film the last part of the video when there was sun outside? Me. I did. I forgot. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to be making a video following up on how this tan looks in about a week. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button on my page if you liked this video, so that way you guys don't miss the follow-up video. And as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching.